Most NFL players wait on a paycheck. Shedeur Sanders creates his own. At exactly 10 a.m. this morning, Shedeur dropped his new SS2 logo collection. By 10:08 a.m., it was completely sold out. And we're not talking about a few hoodies or t-shirts. We're talking millions of dollars in inventory disappearing in minutes. Sources say Nike executives were stunned. They track everything: traffic, engagement, conversion, and Shedeur's by rate. The speed at which fans purchase the gear reportedly outperformed every athlete on their roster, including NBA superstars. That tells you everything you need to know. Fans aren't buying the Browns. They're buying Sanders. I've obtained a leaked look at the signature cleat Nike is now rushing into production to capitalize on the momentum. Subscribe and hit the bell right now. If you want to see the shoe before it officially drops, click that button. Let's break this down. Nike thought they were ready. They weren't. When Shedeur Sanders launched his first official merchandise, analysts predicted respectable rookie numbers. A solid debut, maybe a modest spike similar to other first-round picks. What actually happened was a logistics nightmare. Within minutes, Nike servers didn't slow down, they crashed. Warehouses stocked for weeks were wiped out in hours. Sellout alerts flooded corporate dashboards before West Coast stores even opened. By the 72-hour mark, Shedeur hadn't just broken rookie records. He had blown past sales figures that take established NFL superstars an entire season to reach. This wasn't a merch drop. This was a market earthquake. Inside Nike headquarters, sources described pure chaos. An emergency executive meeting was called not to celebrate, but to figure out what just happened. One leaked comment from inside the room said, "This demand is off the charts in ways we've never seen before." Then it escalated. Reports say Phil Knight himself got on the phone demanding answers. When the founder of Nike is personally calling because you sold too much product, you've just witnessed history. Nike's CFO, Matthew Friend, was reportedly staring at live dashboards in disbelief. The models didn't fail, the culture shifted. Their algorithms couldn't predict a phenomenon. So why did the system break? Because Shedeur Sanders isn't selling to the traditional NFL fan. He unlocked a cheat code. Data shows Gen Z consumers, who usually ignore team-branded gear, showed up in massive numbers. But the biggest shock? Women made up nearly half of all purchases. That single stat shattered every demographic model Nike had built. And it proves one thing beyond doubt. Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football. He's building an empire. International buyers from Europe to Asia flooded the site as if this were a limited edition Travis Scott sneaker collab, not a football jersey. That's the moment everything became clear. Shedeur Sanders didn't just sell merch. He converted his name, swagger, and authenticity into a global brand that transcends the sport. To these buyers, he isn't just an athlete. He's a symbol. When asked which pair stood out more, the DT96S or the DC93S, the answer said it all. The DT96S hit different. The flames, the balance between calm and style, the instant recognizability. Youth culture already knows what it is. That's brand awareness money can't buy. And the real catalyst behind this explosion? The logo. The SS crown wasn't just a graphic, it was a statement. Sources say Nike's design team cycled through more than 15 concepts before Shedeur gave final approval. The challenge was clear: acknowledge the primetime legacy without leaning on it. Honor the past, but stand completely on its own. What they landed on, interlocking S elements with subtle crown symbolism, became an instant icon. Within days, it wasn't just on t-shirts. It was on TikTok, in music videos, and all over Instagram. It spread organically because it represented something bigger: ambition, confidence, and ownership. Fans weren't just buying a logo, they were buying into a mindset. While Nike scrambled to restock, competitors reportedly went into full-blown panic. When the sales data leaked, Adidas allegedly called an emergency strategy session within 24 hours. The realization hit hard. Nike identified the next cultural force, and they missed it. Executives at Under Armour and Puma immediately accelerated their scouting timelines. They understood the old model, waiting 3 years for a rookie to prove himself, is finished. Shedeur Sanders killed that playbook. Now brands are hunting for athletes with cultural gravity, not just box score stats. For Nike, this was a triumph. For everyone else, it felt like an existential threat. Because if one rookie can trigger a tsunami like this, the question becomes terrifyingly simple. What if Nike just found the next Michael Jordan? And here's the wildest part. Shedeur Sanders may have outgrown his contract in less than a week. The original deal wasn't built for revenue at this scale. Reports say renegotiations began before week 1 even ended. His team is now pushing for precedent-shattering rookie compensation, superstar money, without the waiting period. Bonus incentives? He reportedly cleared them on the first afternoon, and Nike doesn't appear to be pushing back. They understand the truth. Shedeur's value is bigger than football. They're no longer paying for touchdowns, they're paying for cultural dominance. Right now, he holds all the leverage. But hype alone doesn't last if you can't play. That's where Shedeur separates himself. The reason this brand is sustainable is because he delivers between the lines. Camp reports highlight elite completion rates, advanced decision-making, and command well beyond his years. Fans can tell the difference between manufactured hype and real confidence. You don't sustain jersey sales like this without Sunday production. Shedeur validates the commercial momentum with legitimate talent. That's why fans are investing so deeply. They aren't just buying a shirt, they're betting on future greatness. So what does this mean going forward? Shedeur Sanders has officially rewritten the blueprint. You don't wait for permission to become a superstar. You build a brand. You bring the culture, and the corporations follow you. Nike's supply chain may have crashed, but they're happy to pay the bill. The question now isn't whether Shedeur Sanders will be a star. It's how big this empire can actually become. Because if he delivers on the field this season, this won't be remembered as a rookie moment. It will be remembered as the beginning of a sports marketing revolution.